I established, with the help of people like John DeCamp, former state senator in Nebraska, that we have in this country today a covert military criminal enterprise, government enterprise, primarily by U.S. military intelligence, that is operating full throttle, and everybody refuses to investigate it. In the Nebraska case, it's called the Franklin Cover-Up. This is the book here that John DeCamp wrote, by the way. It's all documented in there. And in that particular instance, they were taking children out of foster homes, orphanages, Boys Town, driving them from Omaha, Nebraska to Sioux City, Iowa, 184 miles away, placing them in private jets and flying them to Washington, D.C. for sex orgies with prominent people, including congressmen, senators, and certain people in the White House. I want you to know I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a conspiracy realist. It is there. And this not only ties into MK Ultra, CIA, it ties into Satanism. There are approximately 4 million practicing Satanists in America today involved in the Nebraska case. And I can go on about satanic cults for another hour, but I think my time is almost up. I might mention that, speaking of Satanism, there are between 50 and 60,000 human sacrifices, according to 3 different sources, in this country every year. The satanic cults operate secretly. The satanic cults are, along with our covert criminal enterprise within the government, a serious threat to our society. And I thank you very much.
The first time when we ever done it with Papa, the first time when we were little done it, we had feared so much.
When you did what?
When we killed a baby, first time. And
you killed the babies?
Yes.
You yourself?
With Papa. Papa holding my hand, he helped me. But he told me to cut the baby's head off. But he forced me to. I couldn't.
He held your hands?
He held my hand, yes.
Like what? Show me.
So this is my hand on the knife. He put his big hand on, and he pushed my hand and then cut off the head, like that. And then when we got older, we got more used to it. But then we understood. Then when my mom found out about it, she understood. She told me that it's wrong to do this kind of stuff. So then but then me and Gabriel had still been used to it. But then we had understood that it's wrong. They work with the social services.
And what did they do to you?
They do sex. They touch each other. They touch me and Gabriel. They have plastic willies. And they stick in our bottom.
And what happens in the church?
And we do baby sacrifice and eat the baby.
What do you mean sacrifice and eat the baby?
So we kill the baby and eat it and drink the blood from it.
Is that true, Gabriel?
Yes. And we dance with the skulls.
You what?
We dance with the skulls in the church.
What skulls?
Skulls of the baby.
Pardon?
Baby skulls. The skulls of the baby.
You dance with the baby skulls?
Yes.
And who kills the babies?
Papa, me, and Lisa. And so
Who kills the babies?
Papa.
And what, he gets you to help him?
Yes.
Shoot.
So he tells us to hold the hand with a knife, and then he holds his hand on our hand. So then he cuts the baby's head off. And then he puts it upside down, and then we drain the blood.
And then what they do?
And then we cook it, and then we drink the blood, and then after we go and dance with the skull.
Would you tell us what happens in the church now, please, Gabriel?
Yes. In the church, they cook the baby there. They do sex there. And they also have secret rooms there.
They cook the baby.
Yeah, and they have a secret kitchen.
They cook the baby, they have secret rooms and secret kitchen.
Yes.
And what goes on there? You say they cook the baby.
Yes.
Is the baby alive when they cook the baby?
No, it's dead. They kill it. We also have a church, our own big church, and we use it for sex, eating baby, drinking baby's blood. We sacrifice the baby, we do sex to the babies, when we're dancing with the skulls after the babies are dead.
What skulls?
The baby skulls.
Before?
Yeah, from before. We put it on.
Where did the baby skulls come from?
They come from the baby.
How would you get them from the baby?
We cut the baby's head off. Then we clear all the meat from the skulls. And then we put all the meat and cook it. Sometimes we roast it. Sometimes we roast it in the oven. Sometimes we cook it on a frying pan.
You told me this.
So my father knows about this.
No, that's okay.
And my father knows that we told. So he might come and kill us.
He's not going to be anywhere near you. All right, we're going to make sure you're all right. How many children do you think he's killed?
I think more than 1,000 in his whole life.
Yeah, you can't even think.
Maybe like nearly 2,000. I don't know.
Have you ever seen him doing it?
Yes, they told us to kill it.
Oh my goodness.
They told us hold the knife.
Yeah.
We hold the knife, and they smack us, and hurt us till we cut off the head.
Yeah.
They said, but because we can't, we're not so strong because the spine is there.
That's right.
They hold our hand. My father, R.D., he holds our hand and he cuts off the baby's head off.
Goodness
So he
me.
puts
He puts your hand on the yeah, that's it.
yes. So he makes sure, his hand is not like on a knife.
Right. He makes it yours, your hand.
Yes.
That's pretty
Yes,
thick
so-
stuff, you know that.
If his hand is on it, if it touches, he wipes off his
Right.
fingerprints.
I think it's more, yeah.
They sometimes sell it. They eat it, do sex
How do they
first.
eat the baby?
They cut.
Alive? Is the baby alive?
No, they inject it to make it go to sleep.
And
then after, Papa tells us to hold a knife, and then he puts his big hand on. He pushes it into the neck, cuts it, and after, but when it's upside down, so it's like he goes like
So how
that.
does the baby become upside down?
So you get a string, hang it up, and it's upside down when it's asleep. Well,
Hang the baby upside down after they inject it.
yes. Miss Martin, the nurse, she
Martin.
injected.
Who is Miss Martin?
Miss Martin is a nurse of our school. She does the injecting. She pretends to be kind to my mom and tries to say be kind. And then after she injects. She's the nurse, so she pretends to be kind to mom. And so if I hurt myself, she pretends to be really kind to us and look after us and give us ice
She's a
packs.
member of this cult?
Yes, she's a.
And what do they all have? You say they all have a special something that they wear and stuff.
Yes, they wear this, but they wear this special kind of shoes. They make
What shoes? What special kind of shoes?
baby skin shoes. Daniel, Felix, and Max.
Who are Daniel, Felix, and Max?
They work at a shoe shop.
You're the
Daniel and
shoemaker.
Felix, yes.
What shoe shop do they work at?
Daniel and Felix, they work in the next to the O2 Centre one in this tube station.
Where?
Just inside the tube station.
In the tube station where? What tube station, Daniel?
O2 Centre one.
O2 Centre where?
So in the corner.
Which tube station?
I think it's the next Waitress. I didn't.
Finchley Road station.
Finchley Road station.
What, the tube station?
Yes, yes. So when you come in, there's this shop
That's okay,
there
you don't
and a
have to
shoe
describe
shop.
it. Just tell me what they do, these fellows.
And those fellows, they take off the skin. I don't know how.
The skin of whom?
Of the baby. The baby.
And they make shoes.
Yes.
And who wears these shoes?
Papa. Everyone wears the shoes.
Everyone in the cult.
Yes. Well, so they also make shoes of the skin of the baby's skin.
They got a special tool and they put it in the skin and like in the baby's skin and then they
Take
pull
it
it off.
out, and then they stick it because the blood is kind of sticky,
And
stick
then
it
they
on
make the shoe with the sole
on
and
the flip flops. They stick it on the flip flops.
they got flip flops and like those shoes like the one that I like, the ones that I showed my mum in the shoe shop in Grand Cross. Those ones with this big, it got a big star on its baby skin, but it's not like you can do it coloured, but it's not like it's a bit see-through there.
For the skin.
Yes, it's skin.
Okay, well, sorry
And
to...
a big black star. It was. Wait. Pause. I have to go and draw the star picture on the shoe. The paper's downstairs.
Carving skin off. Yeah, and also Alex is like really good.
carving the skin from where?
From the baby and when the baby's dead.
And these are when the baby's dead. And these are the baby skin shoes we're talking about.
Yes.
And who wears them and who keeps them and where do they keep them?
Well, the parents keep it in like ordinary cupboards and
What, the dead baby skin shoes?
yeah.
Everybody keeps their own shoes.
Yeah.
And who keeps yours?
Mr. Hollings, a teacher and my sister's teacher when I was in year 3, and
He keeps your,
He keeps it for you.
He keeps the shoes for you.
yes.
All right.
Can you please just draw this?
One moment, yeah. And there's a star on the shoes, you said. Could you draw a picture of the star for me? The shoe that the star. Where is the star on the shoes, you say? The black
On the
star.
sides, just
On
here,
the sides, yeah?
just here on the ankle.
Okay. One moment. So this is the star. And it's upside down, is it?
Oh yeah,
Which way?
it's like this.
Who is the most hurt? What they do to children?
They hurt them, they do sex to them, then they pay sweeties for them. And
What did they do to you?
Sweeties.
And they pay sweeties like
For sex?
Yeah, for sex, and then bumper bag of sweets. And we have Mentos, we have Snickers, we have Mars.
It's very strange.
And then
Have you drunk blood? Have you drunk blood?
Yeah, tastes like metal.
Tastes like metal, in other
But
words.
I don't like the taste like
Well, you're a vegetarian. You're vegan.
it's weird taste.
It's weird tasting. They made you eat flesh as well. Baby's flesh. Was it baby's flesh?
Yes, baby flesh and meat and normal animal flesh like chicken and beef.
Right. Why do they cut the heads off the babies?
They hang it upside down,
Right.
and after this big white bowl under. And after they cut, they cut the head off so it falls on the floor.
Right.
They leave it on. They cut off the head,
Yeah.
but then after it's still on. It's just hanging on.
Right.
And then the blood drips in. And if there's blood spilled on the floor or anything, like blood splattered anywhere, it got mops. They do everything.
Yeah, they don't like to leave a mess.
No, they would like to leave the mess,
Right.
but they know that just in case, if maybe one of the children will tell a police or something.
Right. Well, listen, everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. It's going to change now.
That's why Oh, that's why when we had the school discourse, that's why our sheet of paper said no parents are allowed to be in the school disco.
Right.
But that was only the one page, the only piece of paper that my mum had.
Right.
Everyone else, it didn't have parents are not allowed. It says parents are welcome to come.
Well, because they were involved.
They're involved.
They're involved.
My mother, she's not involved. So it says parents are not allowed. The parents has to just drop off the child and go.
Wow.
That's what kind of trick they use.
What about the secret language? What about the secret language that they use?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
They use it too. They use the teachers. They use it. All of them use it.
What's the secret language?
Acting.
Tell me. Show me.
So as I said, this aggressive move that he said there's aggressive yesterday.
Go on.
This one.
Show me.
And like this one, like fright one, like.
Right.
But this one means like that means like my mom knows or like
Somebody's caught.
knows
That's
that
right.
who doesn't do it.
Right.
That means that will alert them.
What about?
Because yesterday, the lady that we know, she was one of them.
Right.
She was just walking. She was spying on us.
Okay.
Because that's her job, to spy on us.
Right.
She was spying on us. And then after, I was close by alerting her that I told. I was
Wow.
really close. I was like, Dad. But then I realised that if I do, I will actually get killed.
That's right.
And then after, I tried not to, but then I didn't. So I just kept my hands like that.
Wow.
But I did do this one. Which means touch.
Touch. What about the one where you wiggle your ass?
Yes, that means touch, like quickly, like
Quick.
this moment.
Right this moment. Right. Well, all them things are going to stop now.
They're all going to be caught. Only if the police are helpful.
That's right. Do you know how many children you've saved because of your bravery?
200.
No, but that's only today. That's only... I mean, in the future, if we stop these people, you do realise that you've
A lot.
a lot.
But it's like, no, not 200, all schools. I don't know how many teachers there are in school. School children are there.
We never believed the children. We never believed.
Some children like.
Is there really?
Yes, Sophie. She's a girl and she likes them.
How old is she?
She's only 8 years old.
Well, but she enjoys it.
Yes, she likes it.
Is her parents into it as well?
Yes, and she likes to do sex.
Right. And she's 8 years old.
Yes.
That's just
And she gets a lot of sweets with this.
right. How much money do they get?
Oh, a lot.
And do they charge for it as well? They charge? Yeah, but they charge for it as well, don't they?
Yes.
How much do they charge?
Like £1,000. Like, it looks like £1,000 a week they get.
For?
Or maybe maybe it's £1 million.
You know, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
It says £50 every single day.
Yeah, but
So
this
in a whole year, it's like 365 days.
comes to a lot of money. Yeah.
No, that's a lot of money. It's like no such thing as a number.
Yeah. The number doesn't mean anything. We're talking about is children suffering here. You know.
Every year there's 365 babies suffering every year.
365. Probably more if you multiply it by the rest of the country.
Wednesday is the most busiest day of sex, and today it's Wednesday, and if I was right now on Wednesday in school, they would have done lots and lots of sex to me. And Wednesday is the most sex day, and it's the most busiest day. When we do sex.
What else happens on a Wednesday?
You do lots and lots of sex. They give out lots of sweets, really much of sweets, and this is also the day when they give us lots of sweets and money too.
They give you money?
Yeah, they have special days of money.
Huh?
Yeah, Wednesday is the day of money, of giving for paying sex, because it's the most busiest sex day.
Yeah. What, the most people come?
Yeah,
How many people come?
like 100, like Not all the parents. All the parents can't come because there won't be enough space. Well, they can be all parents, but they go in other houses. At Mr. Holding's house, like they go to their houses and do sex too.
How many people abuse you on a Wednesday, on average?
It's like 100.
How many people abuse you?
100, like. It's the most.
How do they do sex to you? How do they abuse you?
They stick the willies in my butt and they touch my private sexually. They kick my private. They rub it until the white stuff comes out.
But you feel a bit of fear. Why do you feel a bit of fear? Tell Mama. Look at the
We
camera.
feel a bit of fear because it's really dangerous, and I ate
Look at me.
And I ate babies, and I ate babies before, and I feel really weak about it. Really weak, not strong. When I eat hemp, I feel really strong.
Tell the camera.
I feel when I eat hemp, I feel really strong. Really.
When you eat hemp?
Yes, and feel really powerful. But when I eat meat, I feel really, really
That's
weak.
right.
And
Tell the camera.
when I
Say what you
eat,
said to
when
the
I
camera.
ate, the first time when
You're going to help us to catch. Who are you going to help us to catch?
all the people, Papa, Mr. Collins, Mr. Saul,
All the policemen, all the
Speak about-
social
speak-
services.
Speak up. Speak up.
all the shopkeepers, all the cafes, all the pizza espresso.
Who did you mention just now? Who? Kaf what?
Kafkas.
Who's Kafkas?
You know, there's people who work at Kafkas.
What is Kafkas?
Kafkas is they're for children. They work with the social services.
And what did they do to you?
They do sex. Social services. Everybody does. All of them.
Who?
Everybody.
Does your mother do it?
No.
Do I do it?
No.
Who does it then?
Papa, Mr. Holding, the school.
Who?
Parents.
My dad's
Tell me more
family.
people. Tell me some more people, please. I'm interested.
Parents, police.
What about the teachers at school? Who's the main one?
Papa, Mr. Hollings, Mrs. Forsyth.
Who's Mrs. Forsdyke?
She's the head teacher of our school.
And what does she do?
And she does sex. She got a big belly up with a big tattoo on her pride.
And what happens in...
What was the name of the priest? Father? Right. Was he a nasty piece of work?
And he's fat.
Fat as well. My goodness. Very strange.
Mr. Hollings, Papa, Miss Marden does it for sure. Mrs. Shale, everybody does it.
They all do it. And where do you go? Is it all happen? Does it all take place in the school?
No,
Where does it happen then?
it takes in school, it takes in church, it takes in other houses, it takes
On a Wednesday you go to other houses? Really?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Are there any other schools or churches involved?
There's other school and churches involved.
Which ones?
St.
What
Margaret's
is your school, by the way?
Christchurch School, Christchurch
In where? In which part of
Primary
London?
School in Hampstead.
And then, which other schools?
New End does it. Hampstead Parochio, the one with the tree sign in
It's a Hampstead Heath School.
Hampstead Heath School, and all the schools in Hampstead do it. And St. Margaret's does it. And you know the big church? And you know the big church in
Church Row.
the big church in Hampstead? They do sex there, and they go all. And that's why they go all together and they do sex.
1 second.
So they're doing all of this abuse is happening in Fitzjohn School as well.
Yeah.
Are there any other schools this is happening?
Yes. Hampstead Parochio, the one with the tree sign,
Hampstead Parochia.
and the one with the words,
What school's that? The one with the words.
or attached words,
Is that Hampstead Parochia or another school?
other school.
And you don't know what it's called?
No.
And how many schools
And
is
also the school which is behind, do you know that one where Mia's house is?
Do you know the school?
Do you know that school in Mia's houses? Yeah, it's like in Hampstead. Do you know that back school? Yeah.
How many schools have you been taken to be abused?
All no, that's not Hampstead Parochial. No, do you know the one? Do you know the school which is hidden in like the cinema? That cinema.
Yeah. It's a Hampstead Parochial.
Yeah, and
It's also a Christian church. Hampstead Parochial School.
yeah.
I wrote it down.
Thank you very much. Who kills the baby?
Me, my dad kills the baby. The other adults kill the baby. Other fathers.
When you say me, how do you mean me?
Papa helped me.
Oh, you helped your father helped you to do it, right?
Yeah, I never did it on my own.
Okay. And who are the other people who kill the babies?
There's other the parents of the father, Clark's father killed babies. He's really strong.
Clark's father killed
Yeah,
babies.
and Leon's.
And Leon's father.
Yes.
Who else? Can you tell me any of the other fathers that kill babies, please?
Yes. Mia kills Mia's father kills baby. Ella's father kills baby. Max's father kills baby.
Would you tell us about the marks or any marks, distinguishing marks on the people who abused you at the school, please?
Yes. Mrs. Forstake, she got a birthmark.
Who's Mrs. Forstake? Will you describe?
Mrs. Forstake, she's the head teacher. She's the head mistress.
And what's the name of your school?
Christchurch Primary School in Hampstead.
Thank you very much.
And also she has a birthmark all around
Who are we talking about again?
Mrs. Forstake.
Who is the...
Head teacher
Okay.
of Christchurch Primary School. And she got a birthmark all around her privates and on her private.
A birthmark? What type of birthmark did she have?
She has like a dark pink one.
And where is it? All where?
All around her private and on her privates.
On her inner thighs? On her inner thighs here? On her thighs here?
Sure.
On here.
Where's the birthmark of Mrs. Forstake?
Here, like that.
All there, yeah?
Yeah, and on her privates.
And anything else? Anything else that she's got there? Anything else you can remember?
Yeah, she's got like a little dot here.
The dots, yeah? Where? Show me. She's got a dot.
Yeah.
Show us.
There.
And like this, she's got a dot, yeah? Okay, lovely. Anything else you'd like to tell us about?
Yes, and she got pierced rings.
Pierced ring.
All over her privates, and she also got pierced ring on her privates, on her lips.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Vanessa, she got a birthmark.
Vanessa, now who's Vanessa?
Vanessa's Clark's mum. Clark is a boy in my class, and he is my best friend.
And what's his mother's name? Vanessa what?
Vanessa Patrick.
Okay, thank you.
Was it? Vanessa Fitzpatrick.
Oh, Fitzpatrick. Okay, carry on. Any distinguishing marks about her?
Yeah, she has birthmarks on her boobies.
Yes.
And she's also really hairy. Her private is like really hairy,
Okay, that's a lady you call Shepherd's Bush.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me more about Vanessa?
She's got hairy legs. She's got hairy boobies. She's got hairy arms. Her hair is really wiggly and blonde.
Okay.
And she's got white skin.
And any other distinguishing marks about her? Apart from her being very hairy?
Yeah.
Any other marks on her body?
Yes. She has like she got a verruca here.
A what?
No, verruca.
What's a verruca?
No, a verruca is what I got here.
Okay. And she's got one where?
On here.
Okay.
Between her two bones.
Anyone else you'd like to tell us about?
Yes.
Who have distinguishing marks, huh?
Yes, like really strange marks. And Mr. Hollings, he has like red dots all over his willy.
Really?
Yeah, like really little
Little red dots all over his willy.
Yeah.
And who is Mr. Hollings?
He's my sister's teacher. When I was in year 3, Mr. Bennett used to be my teacher. But Mr. Hollings used to be her teacher. But now I'm moving into year 4, and now Mr. Hollings is my teacher, and now I'm my sister's teacher is Mr. Bennett.
Thank you. And Mr. Hollings has what on his private parts?
Like red dots.
Just on his willy or anywhere else?
Yeah, just a tiny, yeah, here on his willy and like here.
Thank you very much. Anybody else you'd like to tell us about?
Yes.
Who?
Mr. Bennett.
He's
Yeah,
got-
he shaved himself.
Yeah?
Yeah, willy, yeah.
And when you shaved himself, what can you see when he shaved it? What's there to see?
Willy in it. So.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
doesn't have any other marks, no tattoos,
No.
nothing.
Yeah, he has tattoos.
He has a tattoo?
Tattoos and piercings.
What? Really?
Yes, sir. And McCartney, my best friend, he has a piercing on his willy, on the end of his willy, where it weeds.
Yeah?
Yeah, and also on his like not balls, but on his like down bit.
Really?
Yeah, where your balls are.
Very good.
And and Mrs. Foster also squashes my balls, and it really hurts. It hurts me all around here.
Can you tell me any other person has any distinguishing marks, please?
Yes, Mr. Unwin. She got like a tiny wart. Here, like a tiny wart there.
You see?
Yeah.
Okay, tiny wart there.
Yeah.
And there's another lady apparently who has a big wart.
Yes, and there's another lady who has a wart. Miss Marden, she's the nurse teacher, and she got a wart here, and
where else has she got a wart?
On her privates, right on her lips.
Right on her lips?
Yes.
How big is this wart? I've heard you mention it before.
It's as big as 5 pupils. I measured it.
You measured it?
Yes.
How did you get to measure it?
When she told me to do it. When I asked her to measure it after the sex.
After what sex?
After the sticking willy in my bottom,
Who-
and also after
Who
the
stuck the
licking.
After the licking?
2, yeah.
Licking, what were you licking?
The private, the middles.
Whose privates were you licking?
Miss Marden's. I asked her to measure it, and I measured it.
And she committed sex acts upon you as well?
Yeah.
What sex acts did she commit?
She stick a willy on my bottom, and also sometimes people stick balls too of the willy in my bottom, and then when they take it out, it bleeds more than you stick the willy in. It bleeds more.
Okay, thank you. Hi again, Gabriel. Sorry to disturb you while you're having your breakfast.
Yes.
But we'd like you to tell us about the tattoos, please.
Yes.
You tell us in your own words, please.
All the 20 special children have the tattoos
Except
from me and myself. No, except from myself and my sister, because my mum isn't a member of the cult.
Okay. Anyone else have tattoos?
Yes, the 20 special children all have tattoos. And also all the teachers have tattoos. Mr. Fanoni have tattoos all on his arms, and Mr. Gorge also got tattoos on his arms, and also they have it on the pussies, the privates.
And
Also all the teachers have it, but not all parents.
so all the teachers have tattoos
Yeah.
on their privates, you say?
Yeah.
And what type of tattoos do they have on their privates?
They
Are
have
these the
devil tattoos.
Pardon, what type of tattoos?
Devil and monster tattoos.
On their private?
Yes.
They all have them.
Yes.
All of the teachers in Christchurch Primary School have devil tattoos on their private parts.
Yeah, no, also monster ones. Yeah, devil is in the middle, but also monster ones, and also they have piercings.
Okay. Are these the tattoos that you've drawn pictures of? You've given us pictures of?
Yeah.
You've drawn some pictures of tattoos. Are these the tattoos you're talking about?
£5.
You told me there's some restaurants.
Yeah, and there's some restaurants, McDonald's in Hampstead and East Finchley. And East Finchley is a East Finchley is a swimming pool, and in East Finchley there's a swimming pool, and the whole East Finchley does it. The boss does it. Everybody does it.
That's what?
The sex, eating baby, and there's McDonald's in there, and they're also involved, and there's Starbucks inside, and they're also involved, and there's sweets shop in there.
Well, no, don't rush.
And the
You say
sweets.
McDonald's in Hampstead and Finchley Road,
Yes.
East Finchley.
Yes.
And you said Starbucks where? Which Starbucks?
Starbucks in Hampstead and no, not in East Finchley, in Hampstead.
So not all McDonald's are involved,
No.
and not all Starbucks.
No.
Only the ones where?
In Hampstead and East Finchley, and also there's a
What
Is
about
this-
Belsize Park?
Belton. No, they're not
There's
involved.
Starbucks there. Do they do that or not?
Yeah, they do. And there's Pizza Express in Starbucks. No, there's Pizza Express in Belsize Park,
Belsize
and
Park.
they do it.
And Starbucks does it in Starbucks.
Yes.
Slowly. Don't rush.
And Spike, the social service, he sticks a plastic willy right inside my bottom, and I can feel it on my belly. And it
Who
will-
does this?
Spike, the social service.
And what about this fellow Richie from the social
And
service?
Richie, there's a man called Richie, and these are our social services.
Does he come to your school?
And he comes to our school, yes, that's true. He comes to our school and he does sex to us, and he knows
Fellow
Papa.
from the social service?
Yes, he comes also to
He knows your father. How does he know your father?
they met somehow. When we wasn't with Papa, they met, and then they got better friends, and better friends, and better friends, and better friends. And also there's a Kafka, a lady cook in the whole building the building in.
Where?
Do you know that building we went to with
But
Tim?
where? What do you remember from this building? Where
Like-
is it located?
Like where you went to back to
He
home.
doesn't remember.
When
Yeah,
we
but
went
where? You remember where we went? Next to what?
I don't remember
It
next.
doesn't matter. You know you went to Kafka's, yes?
Yeah, we went to Kafka's, and there's a lady, and once
What's the lady's name?
Holly, and once a Kafka's
Any other lady? Any other ladies?
No, and there's
Just
a,
Holly.
Yes, and
Can
there's
you
a
mention it? Who did you?
Ella too. Yeah, she's
But
the
Ella
one.
from social services,
Yes, yes.
Not from
Those are
Kafka's.
from Kafka's.
No, from Kafka's.
And what did they do to you?
And they do sex to me in a building, where like a big office, and they ask me all kind of personal questions. They ask me, does your mum feed you well? And we say yes and yes, everything yes. And then
They asked you many times, didn't they?
yeah, and to make me say yes or no, they
They
don't.
want
She
you to
doesn't.
say no, that your mother doesn't feed you.
So we
Why
go
did-
and live with our dad.
Oh, they're attempting to get you.
Producer will say, "Oh, look, Dad is really nice. He doesn't do no."
So, do you think your father knows these people?
Yes, my father knows everybody who does the sex, but not your friend. That friend who was following you.
Who?
That friend you talked about who was following you, and your children said, "Hey, Dad, there's something wrong with that child." Yeah, he's not. I don't know.
Who does it? Your father doesn't know that one. So that's one person your father doesn't know that we know who does it.
Because the first time whenever we ever done it,
Did what?
first ever we saw Papa kill a
first-
baby, and me and Gabriel done. Then when they done sex to me and Gabriel, when
Who
we
did
first,
sex to you?
Papa, the others, when we just came
Who
to
were the
school,
others? Who were the others?
Mr. Hollins, Mrs. Forth, all the parents and the teachers and Papa,
Can you give me the names of some of these parents and teachers, please?
Laura, Sophie, Sophie's mom, Sophie,
Laura who? Who's Laura?
Laura Herlicker,
Give me their surnames if you can remember.
Laura Herlicker, Sophie Dix, Jackie Cowell,
Who are the leaders of this cult?
Papa.
And who is
Papa.
Papa? Who is Papa?
Papa is my dad. He's Ricky. His name is Ricky Dearman, and he does really. He's the boss
Of
of
what?
the whole thing.
Of the what? Boss of what?
Of the whole cult. The whole Peter Fowl
And
ring.
what do they do in this cult?
They do sex there. They kill babies.
Sex to whom?
They do sex to children. They do it to each other.
And what are the babies for? What do you get the
The
babies?
babies, we said the social services to do it, unfortunately. They get the babies from families who can't look after the baby and who don't want the baby.
Really?
Yes.
Social
Sometimes,
services, I find that difficult to believe.
yes.
I
What's
don't-
their name?
Richie,
Richie
Ella,
whom? Richie whom?
Richie, I don't know his surname, but it's Richie. His
The
name
one
is...
who came to our house. And he was
He's
coming
your
to school.
particular social, he's your social service, he's a worker that helps.
Yes, and Ella, the other lady who
Polish
first time...
one, Polish.
Yes, she came to our house in 47 Holycroft Avenue.
1 second, 1 second. Who do they give the baby to? Do they sell the
They,
baby or just
they,
give them?
they don't just give them, they sell it because they can't really... They sometimes give, but they don't like just give it like borrow, like for like a rent. They give it away because sometimes families are poor. So like in Tanja, there are people who had children and they were really poor. They couldn't afford food for them. So if the families doesn't have money and they get a baby, they...
And Kafkas, that's another thing that's...
Social services, the GP, the doctors,
They know about it.
solicitor.
They're all in on it. They
They
do
all
sex.
do it.
They all do sex. You're talking about a major sex cult here, you know. So you were saying that your grandmother's in on it as well, on your father's mother, or
Yes, my father's mother and my father's grandmother.
they're all in on it. Goodness me.
Yes, they were, you know, that Papa's family, well, RD's family.
RD's.
We got black circles around the eyes, but like big patches.
Right.
Because of the sugar, that's what Abraham said.
Right. Yeah.
My mum knows because she saw them.
Very strange.
And my mum said that when we were babies, like my father, well, Artie's grandmother, she was like, Mum saying that the grandmother, she was like, oh, look at that, oh, look at that. Like that when we were babies, all the time,
Goodness
like,
me.
at her private stuff.
Jesus. It's all going to stop now.
Yes, but that's what Papa said, that my father might escape if he gets alerted.
RD. Yeah. He's going to run. They're going to be like cockroaches scuttling for a rock to hide under. But there ain't going to be no rocks. Because we're going to make sure there's no rocks for them to hide under.
Like rabbits trying to get hole and there's a box.
Yeah, but rabbits are nice little creatures. They're more like cockroaches than they're like rabbits, you know. Very worrying that the police and the priests are in on this.
The good police, John Commons' friends, they don't help. And in fact, is that one is called Sarah. She works with the Cleo. You know this lady with the dark hair? Well, she got this kind of dark blue costume.
Okay.
Yes, her partner, Sarah, she's a fat lady. She's got really red cheeks. And she's actually one of them.
What do you mean partner? She's a lesbian?
She works with her.
Oh, right.
And she's one of them. They're one of the pedophiles. That's why they're not helping.
Right.
We think that Steve and the old good policeman, they all do it.
They all do it.
That's what we think.
Well, it's not good to think.
It's not that we think. Our Papa said he feels
He feels it.
that...
He just suspects it. He suspects that there's something going on.
Because it's just like...
Yeah.
If they did know, they would have been in action. They would have helped.
Right.
Well, they would have been in jail by now because they said on Monday or Saturday or Sunday or Monday they'll get arrested for schools.
How many schools are involved?
Like all Hampstead ones, all Hampstead area, all.
How many of the priests are involved? How many of the priests are involved?
Maybe about 20, something like that. But it's a lot priests. It seems a lot, but it's not much.
What's the name of the church?
Christchurch.
Hampstead.
Yeah, Christchurch Primary School. That's what our
Right.
church is.
And the name of the priest that's involved?
Yes, Father Paul.
Paul who?
Father Paul. His name is Father Paul. We call him Father Paul.
Don't know his second name though.
No, but his real name is Father Paul. No,
Right.
it's not his real name.
Right.
That's for the children.
Is he a bad? Does he hurt you?
Yes, a lot.
Right.
And Mr. Morris is a big guy who's a child taker. Not child taker, child carer.
Right.
Yes. Well, he works, so he sweeps up the floor in school. Well, he's a worker, so
he locks up the school
Right.
gates.
Yeah.
So when everyone has left school, he locks up the gates. All kind of stuff like that. He got the keys to lock up the school.
Right.
That's why.
And does Father Paul hurt the girls or the boys?
The girls, he likes girls.
He doesn't like boys.
Well, he does like boys, but it's not like as much as the girls. It's easier, they don't scream a lot because there's more girls liking it
Right.
than boys.
Quite bizarre. Oh, here's Mommy. Let's go and see Mommy. Yeah, so Gabriel was telling me that the whole school's in on it.
Yes. Whole school is.
Oh my God.
All the teachers.
And there's police as well. What's the name of the police?
One is called Dave Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He's black.
Okay.
And then there's one that's Simon Pinson.
Right.
And there's another one, Alice Singleton.
Singleton. Are they from Hampstead Police Station?
Yeah.
Right. It'll all get sorted out. You say, was there priests involved?
Yes.
What was the name of the priest?
Father Paul.
Father Paul. And it was Christ Church,
Yes.
Hampstead.
Yes, in
Right.
Hampstead.
We'll sort it out, don't we?
And Hackney.
You were saying that the women are the worst. They hurt you the most.
Yes, he's one of the worst, the priest.
The priest is the one
Yes,
of the
one
worst.
of the worst.
But the women, did you say that the women?
Yeah, the women are the worst.
They're pretty bad. They hurt you.
Yeah, the man, not so bad, but, and my father, as I said,
He's
no, he told the solicitor
right.
are suggesting, well, they're not suggesting, they're telling that my father, well, RD, Ricky Dearman,
Yeah. Don't call me your
he
father.
wants to go. He wants to take me and Gabriel this Saturday, overnight, to Sunday to Sheffield.
It's not going to happen.
and Mum is not letting that happen.
No, neither's the rest of us. Don't worry. It's not going to happen. Mad stuff, isn't it? You know? And you were suffering from this from the time you were a little child?
Sorry?
You were suffering for this from when you were a baby?
Yes.
So
Since
it's been,
you were a baby,
so
yes.
it's been going on that long. My God.
He was doing it all his life.
He'll not be doing it no more.
But then he was doing it right now. He's 44, which is what you asked. He's 44 right now.
Yeah.
So how many more years is this?
Well, he's been doing it. So how old are you? How old are you?
I'm 9.
Yeah. And your brother's 8?
Yes.
So long as he's been doing it.
Doing it for 30 years. No,
he's since he was 35.
No, 35 is doing it when he was much younger than that.
So he was doing it before you were around then.
Yeah,
Oh, I see what you mean.
even before we were.
You do realise that this is called generational. That means that it's in the family. There's something wrong with his family.
His mother.
Yeah.
Yes, his mother does it.
Yeah, Gabriel was saying that his mother's.
That's Sheffield, that's where his mother lives and
Right.
his grandmother lives.
Right. But his mother's into kitty fiddling too.
Yes,
My God.
she's in the group.
So it's a group of people.
Sorry?
We never believed that there was groups of these people around. We never believed that this thing, you know.
Before, when you even didn't know this.
The what?
Before you didn't know this thing.
We didn't know that. We didn't. People told us that it was going on, but we never believed them.
Oh.
We never thought that there would be monsters like that. Do you know that?
Babies.
Killing babies. And they do kill babies, don't they? And what else do they do?
Eat it. And drink the blood.
Why would they do such a thing?
Sick.
Sick people. They're not human. They're not human. Oh, you're okay now. You're with the humans.
They're planning for me and Gabriel and my mum to go to Morocco, or to Marrakesh,
Right.
fly from Morocco,
Marrakesh.
Casablanca,
Yeah.
to Russia, where my grandparents are.
Okay. You be safe.
Not like my father's grandparents, my mum.
Your mum's grandparents, yeah. They're the good guys.
They're Russians though.
Yeah. Well, you've been very unlucky to have had this experience in your life. But it's going to make you a better person. You've saved other children. You know that, don't you?
Sure.
You've saved other children's lives.
Yeah, I know that.
Do you know how many children you've saved?
200?
We can't estimate because we don't know how long that they would have got away with this. You've saved an unestimated amount of children's
Right
lives.
now it's 2 o'clock.
Mhm.
So, right now they would have been doing sex to children right now in school.
On Wednesday.
Yes, on Wednesday tomorrow, yes. But today's Tuesday, they'll still be doing sex.
So there's certain times that they do it.
No, they do it every day.
They do it every day. That's shocking.
But Monday and Friday is not much.
Yeah. But it's getting you to hurt other children. That was unbelievable.
There will be a baby dying tomorrow.
It will be.
Yes, but the police are. They want to go to church tomorrow.
Right.
But what about me and Gabriel there?
Right.
They won't have the party.
They won't have the party, so you've saved the children.
No, they will do sex though. They'll
Right.
do extra sex.
Okay. Shocking. Absolutely unbelievable. I can't believe that in this time that we're living in, that such a thing could happen. You know? That's why they've been getting away with it. Because people weren't listening to their children. You know that?
I know, but the parents do it.
I know. The parents are in on it.
Oh.
The whole school was in on it.
Yes, 400 parents. That means there's 200 children, and they have a mother and father.
Yeah.
So it's 400.
I've never heard such things in my life. And I've lived a long life. You know? Well, it's all going to change now. It's not going to happen no more. There's going to be no more of this going on. You're with humans now. Alright? And we'll teach you some good magic. Yeah?
Oh, not magic tricks, good tricks.
Yeah, of course. That's only the best. Only the. So the police that interviewed you told the other police, the police that were hurting you.
My mum says that they didn't interview my mum or Papa Hen.
Right.
They only interviewed me and Gabriel. Then it should take like the stamps and all kind of stuff from my mum and everyone for.
But the policeman that interviewed you yesterday has told the policeman they're not really helping them. But we know that. But it's part of the standard procedure where you have to tell the police what's happening.
Gabriel took the police to a place where we regularly go to do sex. Because my father does not have his own house.
Right.
He goes and lives with Mr. Hollins, it's a full start.
Right. But you found that house then, yeah?
Mm.
What about the baby skulls? Did you find the baby skulls?
No.
You weren't searching for them? You didn't have a search warrant?
The police wanted to search they wanted to go to the church today.
Right.
But Papa Hen, he's telling them to go tomorrow because tomorrow's the sex day.
Well, sooner we get them sorted out, the better. You know what?